जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे।
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे।
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वत खोर नहीं होंगे, जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे। भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी।
देश के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी।
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मीबाई रानी की पूजा होगी। जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
Sorry, Darcy.
झंडा आता है, यहाँ ओम का झंडा आता है। सोने वालों जाग चलो, सोने वालों जाग चलो, यहाँ ओम का झंडा आता है, यहाँ ओम का झंडा लाली लेकर उगती रब की वाली, ले नित्य बसंती हरियाली, ले नित्य बसंती हरियाली, यह ले रहने आता है, यह ले रहने आता है। सच्चाई विद्या का, अब प्रेम सच्चाई विद्या का, यह झंडा लहराया माँ का, यह झंडा लहराया माँ का। इंसाफ कंधा विद्या से, इंसाफ कंधा विद्या से, कह दो अब तुम बात चलो, सोने वालों जाओ चलो, यहाँ ओम का झंडा आता है, यहाँ ओम का झंडा आता है, सोने वालों जाओ चलो, सोने वालों जाओ चलो, सोने वालों जाओ चलो, सोने वालों जाओ चलो। Faster, faster, guys.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America
over a little bit here. Mike Kumar. Then Asha.
All right, we have the Hawan books. Pass it. Okay.
Stefan, can you lower this a little bit?
स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति स्वाति की धार, सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, ईश सगुण निर्गुण अविनाशी, मात पिता और यार, तोर भये हम वत्स सदा ही, तार हमें संसार, ओ तार हमें संसार। सुंदर सुमधुर गान हमारो, रंजन सब नर नार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो, भक्ति स्वाति की धार। स्वागत सब जन इस मंदिर हो। We start our Sandhya. Om, our Virs and Viranganas. If you have your Vedic Aradhana, we're looking at page 1 and 2. And Om. Vandana, which one of them know the Sandhya really well? Okay, let them come up here and take a mic. If it's possible, give them 2 mics. Let's all sit upright, children, parents also. Let's take a deep breath in. I exhale. In 3 times. Out. Again in. Out. Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shamyorabhisravantu Naha देवी स्वरूप ईश्वर पूर्ण भीष्ट कीजे यह नीर हो सुधा में कल्याण दान दीजे नित रिद्धि सिद्धि बरसे हित हो सदा हमारा बहती रहे हृदय में सदधर्म प्रेम धारा सदधर्म प्रेम धारा. All of us, O all pervading mother, be pleased to bless the cravings
my soul.
to reach thy bosom. May this world of mine be filled with peace and bliss from pole to pole. Ata anga sparshaha. Imagine you have water in your left hand, and with these two fingers, we will touch our various body limbs. Pandita Devi, come up closer and let them follow you. Om Vak Vak. Om Pranaha Pranaha. Om Chakshuhu Chakshuhu. Om Shrotram Shrotram. Om Nabhi. Om Hridayam. Om Kantaha. Om Shiraha. Om Bahobhyam Yashobalam. Om Karatala Kar Prishte. Again touching. Om Bhu Punatu Shirasi. Om Bhuvaha Punatu Nitrayo. Om Swaha Punatu Kante. Om Maha Punatu Hridaye. Om Tapaha Punatu Padayo. Om Satyam Punaha Shirasi. Om Kam Brahma Punatu Sarvatra. Pranayam mantra. As we have learned in camp, we take a deep breath in, and with the exhaling breath, we will chant this mantra in one breath. Deep breath in. Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Maha Om Janaha Om Tapaha Om Satyam. Again. Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Maha Om Janaha Om Tapaha Om Satyam. Om Bhu Om Bhuvaha Om Swaha Om Maha Om Janaha Om Tapaha Om Satyam. Om Ritancha Satyancha Bidha Tapaso Dhyajayata Tato Ratraya Jayata Tato Samudro Arnavaha. Om Samudra Dharnavadadhi Samvatsaro Ajayata Ahoratrani Vidadhar Vishwasya Mishato Vashi. Om Surya Chandrama Saudhata Yatha Purvam Makalpayat Divam cha Prithvim chantariksham mato swaha. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shamyo Rabhisravantu Naha. Manasa Parikrama Mantras. Om Prachidik Agni Radhipati Rasito Rakshitaditya Ishava Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Rakshitribhyo Ishibhyo Ebhyo Yo Asman Dvishmastam. Om Dakshina Digindro Dhipatisthirastirat Pitara Ishava Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Rakshitribhyo Ishibhyo Ebhyo Yo Asman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dvishmastam Vo Om प्रतीचि दिग्वरुणोऽधिपतिः प्रीडाकु रक्षिता नमः तेभ्यो नमो
अधिपतिभ्यो नमो
रक्षितृभ्यो
नमः
ईशेभ्यो एभ्यो यो अस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो
दद्मः
ॐ उदीचि दिक्सोमोऽधिपतिः स्वजो रक्षिता शन्निरिषवः तेभ्यो नमो
अधिपतिभ्यो नमो
रक्षितृभ्यो
नमः
ईशेभ्यो
नमः
एभ्यो यो अस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णोरधिपतिः कल्माशग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुधैषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशेभ्यो नमः एभ्यो यो अस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो
जम्भे दद्मः
ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिबृहस्पतिरधिपति श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः तेभ्यो अधिपतिभ्यो
रक्षितृभ्यो
नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो
अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो जम्बे दद्मः Upasthana mantra. Veers and Viranganas, we say the word Udvayam Tamasaspari, Ud coming from the root verb Ut. That whatever we do in life, we make an effort to move upward and achieve greatness, as it says, Uttamam, the greatest heights in life. Om Udvayam Tamasaspari Swaha Pashyanta Uttaram Devam Devatra Suryamaganma Jyotir Uttamam Om Udutyam Jatavedasam Devam Vahanti Ketavaha Drishe Vishwaya Suryam Om Chitram Devanamudagadanekam Chakshuramitrasya Varunasya Agnehe Apradyava Prithvi Antariksham Surya Atma Jagatastastushascha Swaha Om Jatavedase Sunavamaso Mamarati Yato Nidahati Vedaha Sannaha Pardashati Durgani Vishwamavena Sindhu Duritat Yagnihi Om Tatchakshur Devahitam Purastat Chukramucharat
Pashima Sharadah Shatam
Jivema
Sharadah Shatam
Shrinuyama
Sharadah Shatam
Prabhravama
Sharadah Shatam
Adhinaha Syama
Sharadah Shatam
Bhuyascha
Sharadah Shatam
Ata Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantraha. Clasping all of us, parents, Veers and Viranganas, as we say, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat, Dhi Hamari Buddhi, our intellect, and asking God to inspire our intellect that as we go forward, as Veers and Viranganas, may we continue to make the right choices in life. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha Tat Savitur
Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat.
O soul of life, the holy King of Kings, O God of all the regions, high and low, O Lord of joy, whose glory,
nature sings.
who shapes the earth and let the
mortals grow.
we seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of
Holy light,
which drives away the gloom of sins we and makes the souls of righteous
people bright.
my heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace to make me
Good and wise,
and bless my mind with knowledge
full and free.
from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनाधिकर्मणा धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवे नः तथा ईश्वरं नमस्कुर्यात् ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो
भवाय च
नमः
शङ्कराय च
मयस्कराय च नमः
शिवाय च
शिवतराय च हे मङ्गलेश शङ्कर मङ्गलकरो पावन प्रकाश पाए परमार्थ
ये द्वारा
परिजान पे पिला दो अवदर अगाध दानी तेरी शरण में आया है भक्त यह भवानी है भक्त यह भवानी. And now we bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies to burning hearts abound. Thy blessings in our right desire shine. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. Iti Sandhya Upasana Vidhi Samaptah. Our camp leaders, Ben Devi and Ben Diana, will instruct our Veers and Viranganas who will be sitting for as Yajman this morning. आज मिल सब गीत गावो उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद जिसका यश नित गाते हैं गण दरव गुनी जन धन्यवाद. All of us. आज मिल सब गीत गावो उस प्रभु के
धन्यवाद.
मंदिरों में खंडरों में पर्वतों के
शिखर पर
मंदिरों
में कंदरों में पर्वतों के शिखर पर देते हैं लगातार सौ सौ बार मुनिवर धन्यवाद. आज मिल सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। करते हैं जंगल में मंगल, पक्षी गण हर शाख पर। करते हैं जंगल में मंगल, पक्षी गण हर शाख पर। पाते हैं आनंद मिलेगा, ते हैं स्वर भर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। कूपे में तालाब में सिंधु की गहरी धार में, कूपे में तालाब में सिंधु की गहरी धार में। प्रेम रस में तृप्त होकर ते हैं जलचर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। जिसका शहीद गाते हैं गंधर्व गुनी जन धन्यवाद। गान कर अमी चंद भजना, नंद ईश्वर की स्तुति। गान कर अमी चंद भजना, नंद ईश्वर की स्तुति। ज्ञान धर सुनते हैं श्रोता, कान धर धर धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। जिसका यश नित गाते हैं गंधर्व गुनी जन धन्यवाद। आज मिल सब गीत गाओ, उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद। उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Devnath. Thank you for coming up. Our designated tabla player is not here yet, but Devnath will appreciate if he doesn't show up. You will be our principal drummer for today. But Prakash just have 2 mics standby to facilitate the drum. Om Nanda, giving them water in let them rinse their palms first. Veers and Varanganas, placing your right palm into your left palm. Om. Om. Parents, your wonderful blessed children have underwent 2 weeks of very, very successful Arya Vir Dal training. And today, in this Samaroha Yajna, in this graduation ceremony, all of you parents, you're asking God, Prajapati Bhagwan, that as our children continue with their academic plus, this spiritual form of education, may they always be protected from above, from below, and from all directions. Parents, imagine you two have water in your hand and join with them as they sip. Om Amrito Pastar Namase Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamase Swaha. Om Sat नित्यं यशः श्रीर्मयि श्रीः श्रयतां स्वाहा. May wealth consisting of truth, fame, and riches take refuge in all our Virs and Viranganas, as well as all of us in Mandir today. We'll take water now in our left palms, and in a moment touching our various body limbs, asking God, may all our body limbs remain strong and enable us to always fulfill our Vir-like, our brave functions. Om, following Pandita Devi. Om Vangamasye astu. Om Nasur me prano astu. Om Akshur me chakshurastu. Om Karnayor me
श्रोत्रमस्तु
Om Bahur me balamastu. Om Urvorma ojo astu. Om Arishtani me angani tanustanva me saha santu. Ateshwar stuti prarthana upasana. Clasping and closing, or however comfortable we can be, focusing our minds on Prajapati Bhagwan and asking God that may we continue to enjoy our life as it says here, with beauty, benevolence, and auspiciousness. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadhadram Tana
सुवा
Om Hiranyagarbha Samavar Tatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patirekah
आसीत्
Sadadhara Prithvim Dyamute Mam Kasmai
देवाय हविषा विधेम
Om Ya Atmada Baladayasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya
देवाः
Yasya Chayamritam Yasya Mrityuh Tasmai
देवाय हविषा विधेम
Om Yah Pranato Nimishato Mahitveka Idraja Jagato
बभूव
Ya Ishe Asya Dvipadaschatushpadah Kasmai
देवाय हविषा विधेम
Om Yena Dyorugra Prithvi Chadridha Yena Swaha Sabhitam Yena
नाकः
Yo Antarikshe Rajaso Vimanaha Tasmai
देवाय हविषा विधेम
Om Prajapate Natvadetanyanyo Vishwajatani Parita
बभूव
Yat Kamaste Juhumastano Astu Vayam Syama Patayo
रयीणाम्
Om Sano Bandhur Janita Sa
विधाता
Dhamani Veda Bhuvanani
विश्वा
Yatra Deva Amritamana
शानास्
Tritiye Dhamanadhe
रयन्त
Om Agne Naya Supatharai
अस्मान्
Vishwani Deva
वयुनानि विद्वान्
Yoyodhyasma Juhuranameno Bhuishante Nama Uktim Vidhema He Sakal Jagat Ke Utpati Karta Samagra Eshwar Yukta Shuddha Swarup सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर, आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण, दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए। जो कल्याण कारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है, वे सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए। O Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can control the creatures of this visible and of other invisible worlds. May those desires for which we come to your shelter, may those desires for which our children seek your continuous blessings this morning, may all their desires be fulfilled. May they be masters of not only physical riches, but more importantly, also spiritual and heavenly riches, heavenly wealth. इतीश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना प्रकरणम् अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम् ॐ अग्निमिरे पुरोहितं यजस्य देव
मृत्विजम्
होतारं रत्नधातमम् ॐ सनः पितेव सूनवे अग्निसुपायनो भव सचस्वानः
स्वस्तये
ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यादितिर्
नर्वनः
स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो
दधातु नः
स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी
सुचेतुना
ॐ स्वस्तये वायुमुप्रभवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं
स्वस्तये स्वस्ति आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः
ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य
स्वस्तये
वैश्वानरो वसुरनिः
स्वस्तये
देवा अवन्तर्विभवः
स्वस्तये
स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः
पात्वं हसः
ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रा वरुणा
स्वस्ति पथिरेवति
स्वस्ति न इन्द्राश्चाग्निश्च
स्वस्ति नो हरिते कृधिः
ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम
सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्दरताग्नता जानता संगमे महि
इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम् ॐ शना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शना इन्द्रावरुणा
रातहव्या
शमिन्द्र सोमा
सुविताय शन्युः
शना इन्द्रा
भूषणा वाजसातौ
ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शन्नो ग्रावाणः
संसन्तु यज्ञः
शनः स्वरुणा
मितयो भवन्तु
शनः प्रसवः
समवस्तु वेदिः
अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्रः तन्मे मनः शिवसङ्कल्पमस्तु. All our blessed children, parents, our extended family and friends in Mandir today, we ask God, Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. Our team this year was focusing on mental strength, my mind, my friend. And today again we ask God, may that our minds be filled with beautiful and benevolent thoughts. May that our minds be filled with noble and auspicious thoughts. When such thoughts are present within the minds of each one of us, can we enjoy that peace and harmony that we all cherish together as we go forward. Viewers and Viranganas, if it's possible, clasping or this manner, however you can be, but focusing your minds. All of us. सुप्तस्य
वेति
दूरङ्गमं ज्योतिषां ज्योतिरेकम्. All of us.
तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु.
ॐ येन कर्माण्यपसो
मनीषिणो यज्ञे कृण्वन्ति विदथेषु धीराः यत्पूर्वं यक्ष्यमन्तः प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु. ॐ यत् प्रजानामुच्चेतो धृतिश्च यज्ज्योतिरन्तरमृतं प्रजासु यस्मादरिते किञ्चन कर्म क्रियते तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु. ॐ येनेदं भूतं भुवनं भविष्यत् परिगृहीतममृतेन सर्वं येन यज्ञस्थायते सप्तहोता तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु. ॐ यस्मिन् ऋषः सामयजोषि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिता रत्नभाविवारा यस्मिंश्चित्तं सर्वमोतं प्रजानां तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु. ॐ सुषारथिरश्वानि वयं मनुष्या नेमीयते भीषुभिर्वाजिनैव हृत्प्रतिष्ठं यदजिरं जविष्ठं तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु. तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु.
ॐ सनः भवस्व शङ्करे शं जनाय शमरवते शं राजनौषधीभ्यः. And that prayer for Abhayadan, asking God for that gift of fearlessness for all our children. Those who made it here today to our graduation, and some could not because of prior commitment. We ask God that may they experience no fear from those who are friendly to them, or even those who may be unfriendly. No fear during the day, neither during the night. No fear from what they know about life now and what they do not know about life ahead. And may they be friendly unto all directions, and may all directions be friendly and supportive of their growth, especially their spiritual growth and development. Om Abhayam Nahakaryanyatariksham Abhayam Dyava Prithvi Ubhe Abhayam Paschat Abhayam Purastat Uttarad Adarad Abhayam No Astu. Om Abhayam Mitrad Abhayam Mitrad Abhayam Jatad Abhayam Parokshat Abhayam Naktam Abhayam Divana Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu Sarvasha
मम मित्रं भवन्तु
इति संक्षेपतः शान्तिकरणम् अथ अग्निप्रदीपनम्. Dala, Uttisht, may we all stand to kindle this Agni, this fire. This year, friends, this year marks 36 years of continuous Arya Vir Dal Shikshan Shivir in this mandir. And today, our executives, the board of trustees, we are very, very proud that we are able to continue this wonderful tradition started by Dr. Pandit Usharbodh Arya, later on Swami Ved Bharati, more than 60 years ago in Guyana. And we, our parents who came to this land, they have brought this culture. And today, all of us, as we kindle Agni once more, leaders in camp, Bandana, come up and kindle with them, please. Leaders in this camp, Bandevi, Bandayana, may this flame of Arya Vir Dal continue to kindle within your hearts to enable all of you to guide you in whatever you will do in life, and more importantly, enable this tradition to continuously be fostered in our mandir. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swaha. Om Bhura Bhuvah Swargyaureva Bhumna Prithviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithvi Devaya Jani
Prishtegniman Mahadhaman
Yayadadhe. Place it in the kund with outstretched palms, all of us. Om Udbudya Swagni Pratija
Jagrihi Twamishta
Purte Samsrije Thamayamcha Asmin Sadhaste Adyutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Sidata Atha Samidhadanam. Children, 3 pieces of Samidha, symbolic of your 3 centers of consciousness, your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Asking God that may our thoughts, emotions, and actions always be one which is good, one that's not only conducive towards our physical well-being, but more important, as we touched in camp, our mental as well as our spiritual growth and well-being. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedastene Yasva Vardhasva Chetha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhira Brahma Varchase Nanadina Samedhaya
Swaha
Iramagne Jata Vedase
Iranna Mama
Om Samidhagnim Duvasya Grite Bodhayata Titim Asmin Havya Johotana Susamidhaya Shochise Gritam Tivram Johotana Agnai Jata Vedase Swaha Iramagnai Jata Vedase Idanna Mama Om Tantva Samibhirangiro Gritena Vardhayamasi Brihachochaya Vishnaya Swaha Iramagnai Angirase Idanna Mama Atha Panchagrit Ahutayaha. 5 offerings of ghee. During the camp, we learned why is it we chant this mantra 5 times. And one of the words we use is prajaya, children who are noble inclined, children who are always brave, children who assumes leadership role whenever the opportunity is given unto them. May all of you, Veers and Viranganas, continue to be prajaya, noble inclined children. All of us. Om Ayanta idma atma chat vedastene Yasvavarhasva chethavardhaya chasman prajaya Pashubhir brahma varchase नानाद्येन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये चातवेदसे
इदन्ना मम
ॐ अयन्त
इद्म आत्मा जात वेदस्तेने ह्रस्ववर्धस्वचेदवर्धया छास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जात वेदस्तेने ह्रस्ववर्धस्वचेदवर्धया छास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जात वेदस्तेने ह्रस्ववर्धस्वचेदवर्धया छास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम
Fifth and final time.
ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जात वेदस्तेने यस्ववर्धस्वचेदवर्धया छास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मा वर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधया स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम
Nanda, you will sprinkle the water, but Devi will guide you. First in the east, the west, north, and all around. Om Adite Anumanyasva. Om Anumate Anumanyasva. Om Saraswate Anumanyasva. Om Deva Savitah Prasvayacham Patim Bhagaya Devyo Gandharvah Ketapuh Ketanah Punatu Vachaspatir Vachanah Swadatu. Continue with key offerings. First in the north and in the south, the rest in the center. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya
Idanna Mama.
Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye
Idanna Mama.
Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya
Idanna Mama.
Atha Grita Samagri Ahutayah. Samayu Ki Samayu Samagri. Om Suryo Jyotir Jyoti Suryah Swaha. Om Suryo Varcho Jyotir Varchah
Swaha.
Om Jyoti Suryah Suryo Jyoti
Swaha.
Om Sajur Devena Savitra Sajurusha Sendravatya जुषाणः सूर्यो वेतु
स्वाहा
ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः
स्वाहा
ॐ अग्निर्वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः
स्वाहा
ॐ
स्वाहा
ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रेन्द्रवत्या जुषाणो अग्निर्वेतु
स्वाहा
ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय
स्वाहा
यमग्नये प्राणाय
इदन्न मम
ॐ भुवर्वायवे पानाय
स्वाहा
इदं वायवे पानाय
इदन्न मम
ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय
स्वाहा
इदमादित्याय व्यानाय
इदन्न मम
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्नि वायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापानयानेभ्यः स्वाहा यमग्नि वायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापानयानेभ्यः
इदन्न मम
ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतम् ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरों स्वाहा ॐ या मेधां देवगणाः पितरश्चोपासते तया मामद्याग्नि मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुरितानि परासुव
यद्भद्रं तन्न आसुव स्वाहा ॐ अग्नेनया सुपथाराय यस्मात्
विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् योयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा. They'll make offerings of just ghee only. Pandit Prakash, who was here with us for both weeks, Pandit Prakash, I'll ask you to chant the Pavamana Huti mantras and the first and last of the Ashta Ajya Huti. Pandit Prakash ji.
ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्न आयुंषि पवसा आसुर्वो जमिषं च नः आरे बाधस्व दुच्छुनां स्वाहा इदमग्नये पावमानाय इदन्न मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्निर्षिः पावमानः पाञ्चजन्यः पुरोहितः तमीमहे महागयं स्वाहा इदमग्नये पावमानाय इदन्न मम ॐ अग्ने पवस्वा स्वपा अस्मे वर्चः सुवीर्यं ददड्रै मयि पौष्यं स्वाहा इदमग्नये पावमानाय इदन्न मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः प्रजापते नत्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जोहमस्तनौ अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयोरयीनां स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्न मम अष्ट आचाहुति ॐ त्वनो अग्ने वरुणस्य विद्वान् देवस्य हिर्लो वयासि श्रीष्ठाः यजिष्ठो वह्निः तमः शोषुचा नो विश्वाद्वेषांसि प्रमुढस्मत् स्वाहा इदमग्निवरुणाभ्याम् इदन्न मम ॐ भवतन्नः समन्नसौ सचेतसावरे पसौ मायज्यं हिं शिष्टं मायजिं पतिं जातवेदसौ शिवो भवतमद्य नः स्वाहा idam jatu vedobhyam idanna mama.
Thank you very much, Pane Prakash. Om. Before we take the special mantras for our Dikshant Samaroha, we have some of our students whose birthday is coming up. Leila, I'll ask you to please come up on stage. Leila's birthday is July 20th. And we have Sudeepa, Supriya on stage. Supriya's birthday is July 19th. Any one of our viewers, your birthdays, Viranganas, your birthdays this week coming up? All right. Sit square. Sit square. Sit like a sister. You want to move down a little bit, yeah. Every year, I try my best to take some time off to be a part of this camp to teach. And every year we are blessed with so many wonderful, good children. Good, very, very good children. Some of them, when they just start, they're little, what we call fickle-minded. But as the camp proceeds, they get better and better. And two of our children, among all the children, is Leila and Supriya. And when I teach, there are times I ask questions. Some of them, their hands will go up. And sometimes I call upon them when I don't see hands go up. And whenever I call upon Leila, there are times she knows the answers, there are times she doesn't know. But when she doesn't know, she gives me this wonderful, nice, beautiful smile. And oh my God, I have to, I feel so, I have to ask somebody else because I right away know she doesn't know. But many of them, they give that smile. And so, Bandevi, Bandayana, and all of us, all our teachers who are here, I won't be able to call all their names, but whatever little we have done in the past 2 weeks, we'll take a pledge later on today that may we continue to do this for this Monday, how long God has blessed us with good health. Om Leila and Supriya, you all will take a key container each. And as we ask God in these mantras, taken from a text called Ved Vandana, being put together by our late Dharmacharya Pandit Ramlal Ji, the Janma Divas mantra, we ask God that may our Supriya and our Leila, may their lives be one which is long. May they attain a full span of life equipped with not only divine powers, but all our children also. May all of you, may your lives be one which is very long. And may you always, as well as you grow and you'll be equipped with physical and academic strength, may you all be equipped with divine strength also. Om Indra Jiva, Surya Jiva, Deva Jiva, Jivayasam, Sarvamayur Jivayasam, Swaha. Om Suchakshasa Aham Akshivyam Bhuyasam, Suvarcha Mukhena Sushrutaha Karnabhyam Bhuyasam, Swaha. Om Samma Sinchantu Marutaha, Samposha Sambrihaspati, Samayamagni
Sinchantu prajachadhina cha
Dirgamayuhu Krinotu Me, Swaha. And we pray and ask God, as Leila and Supriya will celebrate their birthday in a few days from now, Bhadram Karane Bihi, may the two of them and all our children, may they continue to see that which is noble. May they continue to listen to that which is auspicious, singing God's praises with strong limbs and a healthy body. May they enjoy a long lifespan determined by their wonderful, good, noble deeds. Om. All of us parents, pray for your children. Om भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम
देवा
भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टवां सत्सनोभिर्व्यशेमहि देवहितं यदायुः स्वाहा स्वाहा. Our children on stage will stand. Om Saubhagyamastu. Om Shubham Bhavatu. Saubhagyamastu. Om Shubham Bhavatu. Devnath and Shelley, you will come up on stage. Leila, you will touch daddy's and mommy's feet. Devnath, come up on stage. Give Devnath one. Shelley, please come up. Shalini, please come up. Om Saubhag. Leila, touch mommy and daddy's feet. Come up on the
Om
stage.
Shubham Bhavatu.
Saubhagyamastu. Get garland
Om
her.
Shubham
Garland.
Bhavatu. Tvam Jiva Sharadaha
feet.
Shatam Vardhamanah. Tvam Jiva Sharadaha Shatam Vardhamanah. Saubhagyamastu. Om Shubham Bhavatu.
Very good. Thank you, Leila. You can go back to your seat. No, keep one on. You can take out some, but keep one on. Yes. Today is a special day for you. Om. Bandana, I'll ask you to please come up on stage for this portion. Bandevi, you also will take hold of the ghee container. Om. Oh, Veers and Viranganas, Dala, Uttisht. Om. Stand next to Didi over here. Touch your hand. Very good. Om. All our Veers and Viranganas, today we take a little pledge in our camp that whatever we have learned in the past 2 weeks, we will not let it go by the wayside, but in every day of our lives, we will make every effort to continue to practice this dharma, this culture that our teachers, our parents have made every effort to give on to us, and we'll make this culture alive. Children, all the Veers and Viranganas, say after me. O Prajapati Bhagwan.
O Prajapati Bhagwan.
Give one of them the mics. Give Kumar the mic.
Come on this side.
All of you say after me. O Prajapati Bhagwan.
Prajapati Bhagavan,
O Universal Master of Vows.
O Universal Master of Vows,
Today,
today
we make this declaration
we make this declaration
in your presence
in your presence
and in the presence of our parents.
and in the presence of our parents.
We will continue
We will continue
to observe
to observe
this vow of Vedic studentship.
this vow of Vedic studentship.
May we have inner strength.
May we have inner strength.
May we have mental strength
May we have mental strength
for self-discipline.
for self-discipline.
May we prosper in knowledge.
May we prosper in knowledge.
And through my observance of this vow,
And through my observance of this vow,
here and now,
here and now,
giving up all forms of untruth,
giving up all forms of untruth,
I dedicate my life.
I dedicate my life.
I dedicate myself
I dedicate myself
to a life
to a life
of truth
of truth
and to the fostering
and to the fostering
of Satya Sanatan,
of Satya Sanatana,
Vedic Dharma,
Vedic Dharma,
and the principles
and the principles
of Arya Vir Dal.
and the video.
Om Agne Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi Swaha Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama Om Vayo Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi Swaha Idam Vayave Idanna Mama. All right, the rest of you will step back. Nanda, just hold the key container for now. Bandevi and Dana, escort two groups at a time. The first two, let them come up and make an offering. Just the Viranganas first, and then we'll take the Vir. Asapna, Betty, come over here for stand here. Move your books back. Move your books back. Yeah, let them come up. The first two groups. Some of them stand on that side, and some stand over this side. Come, Karuna, follow. Om Bandevi, give one of them the ghee on this side and one of the ghee on that side, and let them touch each other's hand. Om Vayo Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi Swaha Idam Vayave Idanna Mama. One more time. Om Surya Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi
Swaha
Idam Suryaya Idanna Mama. All right, very graciously, you all will go back to your spots. Bhumika, you will make your way up that last group. Some of you go that side. Go that side. Very good. Om Chandra Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabraviyam Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi Swaha Idam Chandraya Idanna Mama. Om Swasti Panthamanucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadatatnata Janata Sangame Mahi Swaha. Very good. Y'all will graciously go back to your seats. With our viewers, I think it's possible for all of them to come up. But in sister, come with them. Come with them. You've been here with us all for the entire past week, and touch one of their hands and make an offering. Om Chandra Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi Swaha Idam Chandraya Idanna Mama. Om Vratanam Vratapate Vratam Charishyami Tatte Prabravimi Takshakeyam Tenardyasam Idam Aham Anritat Satyamupaimi Swaha Idam Indraya Vratapate Idanna Mama. Very good. Thank you, viewers. Before our viewers and Viranganas sit, viewers and Viranganas, Dala, Upavish. Friends, there are three elements that makes a camp, an Arya Vir Dal camp, very, very successful. One is proper planning and organizing. Second one is effective teaching and passing on the right materials to our children. And thirdly, making sure our children have good food, nutritious food to eat during the camp. Many mothers, many parents came to help us cook for the past 2 weeks. Bahana Rohini, I'll ask you and some of the other mothers who came up to come up and make one offering. This Mandir, Ban Shazi, Ban Sirmati, who else? Y'all,
All right,
Ben-
you know who you are.
you know
so-
who you are. Come up, Jaldi, please, and make an offering. We want to thank all these mothers. Devnath, come you also. Please make an offering, Devnath. I like your haircut, Devnath. Oh, Didi Sharmati, please come up. Oh, lot more mothers were here, but all of them are not here today. Bhai Sagar, where are you?
We have to get Pandit Bisisar as well as
Yes, Pandit
by
Bisesar.
by Jay.
Uncle
Budral.
Jay, come.
By Jay.
The entire executive, the entire board of
By Jay, come,
trustees, all the pundits feel very, very thankful. All of you mothers, our fathers on stage, we feel, come Raj, come.
By Raj.
Auntie Bobby, come Auntie Bobby, Bahan Bobby. I love how our children are so respectful to all these parents. All of them become auntie, Pua, Mausi within the past 2 weeks. Touch each other's hand. Stand to this side. Straight, yeah, because we don't want to block the fire. Yeah. Om. All our pundits, we pray. We pray and ask God that all of you mothers and fathers who have supported us for the past 2 weeks, may you be continuously blessed with good health, with strong limbs, and may you continue to support this mandir, our Arya Vir Dal camp, in whatever little way you can. All of us, Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shriyama Deva Bhadram Pashimakshabhir Yajatraha Sthirairangaistushtavam Satsanobhir Vyashemahi Devahitam Yadayuhu Swaha. Om Swasti Pantamanucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadatagnata Janata Sangame Mahi Swaha. 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 Thank you all very much, parents. We all appreciate your wonderful service, your unselfish service to this mandir over the past 2 weeks. Om Vir, our main, come back closer. Very good. Ghee samagri. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye
Idana Mama.
Om Somaya
Swaha.
Idam Somaya
Idana Mama.
Om Prajapate
Swaha.
Idam Prajapate
Idana Mama.
Om Indraya
Swaha.
Idam Indraya
Idana Mama.
Om Bhuragnaye
Swaha.
Idam Agnaye
Idana Mama.
Om Bhuvaravayave
Swaha.
Idam Vayave
Idana Mama.
Om Swaradityaya
Swaha.
Idam Adityaya
Idana Mama.
Om Bhurabhuvah Swaradi Vayavaditebhyah Swaha. Idam Agni Vayavaditebhyah idana mama. Ata Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantraha. Veers and Viranganas, clasping your palms and asking God, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat, that you're saying, oh God, continue to inspire our intellect, that as we graduate from this 2 weeks of Shikshan Shivir, may we always make the right choices. And as a result of making the right choices, may we enjoy a life filled with happiness, goodness, academic success, and also divine and spiritual brilliance. All of us, Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat Swaha. Third time I will start, and all our Veers and Viranganas will continue. We'll have no mics with this one. Om Bhurabhuvah
Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat Swaha.
हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप सर्वोत्तम, शुद्ध, पवित्र और ज्ञान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है। आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा, सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करें। Mohan Bo, Shrishta Kritahuti, parents, whatever are your desires for your children today as they graduate from this Shikshan Shivir, our 36th annual Arya Vir Dal Shikshan Shivir, all of you you're saying, oh God, grant our children success in all that we desire for them. Veers and Viranganas, whatever are your desires as you've come here for the past 2 weeks, may we ask Prajapati Bhagwan to grant you success in all that you wish also. All of us, Om Yadasya Karmano Tyarisham Yadvayu Namihakaram Agnishtat Shrishtakrit Vidya Sarvam Shrishtam Sahutam Karotu Me Agnaye Shrishtakrite Sahuta Hute Sarva Prayaschitta Nam Kamanam Samardhaitre Sarvanam Kama Samardhaya Swaha Idamagne Shrishtakritye Idannama Prajapatyahuti Om Swaha Idam Prajapate Idanna Mama Dala Uttishta Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha.
Maybe all stand.
May the perfection May the completeness of this yet another Arya Vir Dal camp become part and parcel of the lives of all our children and all of us parents and all of us in Mandir today. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. All of us with outstretched palms towards the Kund. Om Tanupa Agneyase Tanva me pahi. Om Ayurda Agneyase Ayur me dehi. Om Varchoda Agneyase Varcho me dehi. Om Agneyan me tanva Unam tanma purina. Om Medha me deva Savita adhatu. Om Medha me devi Saraswati adhatu. Om Medha me Ashvina Devavadhatam Pushkarasrajo. Following Bandevi, Auntie Devi, all of us, Veers and Viranganas, starting with our lips first, asking Prajapati Bhagwan, may our speech find fulfillment, may our breathing, seeing, and hearing be fulfilled. Let our arms earn us fame and strength as we go forward. Om Vakshama-pyayatam. Om Pranashama-pyayatam. Om Chakshushtama-pyayatam. Om Shrotram-chama-pyayatam. Om Yashobalam-chama-pyayatam. Right here, let's all please be seated. पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्ज्वल कीजिए चोर देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए वेद की गावे ऋचाए सत्य को धारण करे हर्ष में हो मान सारे शोक सागर से करे अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए यज पर उपकार को धर्म मरिया था चला कर लाभ दे संसार को
नित्य श्रद्धा
भक्ति से अजयारी हम करते रहे रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरते रहे क्लास्पिंग हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक वंदना हम कर रहे नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ इति विशेषः हवनयज्ञः samaptah. At this point, I pass the microphone to Pandit Prakash ji, who will be our Sabhapati, our MC for this morning. Over to respected Pandit Prakash ji.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bharat Ji, and for all of the participants, the viewers and viranganas who participated in the Havan as well as the Sandhya, our musicians, Bandarshini, Singh, and all of you. Let me first of all say a very cordial namaste to all of you who are sitting here in the mandir this morning, all the parents, and even all of you who are viewing us on social media, on Facebook as well as YouTube. It's indeed a wonderful morning here at the Arya Spiritual Center, our 36th annual Vir Dal Shikshan Shivir. This morning, we have our Dikshant Samaroha, our graduation ceremony of these wonderful students who spent 2 weeks, many of them spent 2 weeks here training, chanting mantras and shlokas and learning bhajans and geets. And some of them, for the very first time, they were exposed to our language, to Sanskrit and Hindi for the very first time. And this morning, you will see what they have learned in the 2 weeks and how they have progressed so excellently. First of all, this morning, we will have our very young ones. Oh, I'm sorry. I jumped ahead and I forgot. Our assistant camp director, our assistant sanchalak, Bahan Diana Ram Samuj, who spent endless hours here at the mandir and even at home putting things together for this camp to be successful. Let's all put our hands together and give her a wonderful round of applause, Bahan Diana Ram Samuj, with the welcome address.
Namaste. You're not all awake. Namaste. Thank you. On behalf of the Pundits Council, the Mandir's executive body, the Mandir's trustees, our members, our youths, our Mahela, I welcome you to our 2022 graduation. Parents, students, and all that are here are witness to 2 weeks of hard work, 6 months of a labor of love, 1 year of planning and preparation. Because as soon as this camp is over, we take a break and then we get right back into setting our mindset for the next year. Since we started 36 years ago, we are now in our second generation of Virs and Varanganas. Can you imagine that? We are now in the second generation. You are now seeing the leaders, the campers that used to come, you are now seeing their children here. I see by Narottam, he's looking at his little one. I see by Deo, he's looking at his not so little ones. They're gonna be taller than you, by Deo. And we see your labor of love on stage here today. And we see your dedication here today. And we are all bearing witness to the discipline that Vir Dal Camp has instilled in you. And we thank the teachers, the pundits, our special guests, our leaders, and all the volunteers. As Pandit Bharat said earlier, it takes truly a village to put together a program such as this. And we are proud that every year for the last 36 years that we can continually do this for the generations to come. And with that, I pass this mic back to Pandit Prakash. Thank you all and welcome. And I hope that we do you all proud.
Thank you, Bahin Diana Ramsamuj, our former president. And as I said, a lot of hard work she's put in preparing these students and working very under very severe conditions to get all of these things done and to get the students prepared. At this time, our youngest group will treat us to some of the things that they have learned. They will, first of all, give us the school mantra, Sahana Bhavatu, and then they will give us their next shloka that they learned, Arya Hamara Hai. Ready?
Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvina Maitamastu Mavarishapahe. Arya Marana Amae Satya Marana Om Devi Vidyamarakam. Namaste.
Thank you very much. Those are the young ones. And as you can see, some of them were well equipped to chant the shlokas, and they didn't use their books. When they were in camp, they used their books, they read from their books. Today, they're doing it from memory. And you won't believe some of these here that we have there, they're very excellent readers. They're 4 and 5, but they're exceptional readers. They read the English, they read the Hindi, the transliterated Hindi and Sanskrit. And the parents should be very proud of these students. At this time, we have our graduation address from Pandit Bharat Ji. Pandit Bharat is our current president and one of the key Pandits at the Arya Vir Dal Center, not here only, but in our community. Pandit Bharat is so busy, I don't know how he keeps up with his schedule. But, and he also has time to devote to the mandir, to devote to the community, to devote to these students. He was here probably every day of the 2 weeks to share his time with us. So as he waits for 5 minutes, I just want to, all right, I just want, okay. But I want to deliberate a little. You know, we have parents here who not only serve the kids, cooked for them and make sure that their meals were in place, but they were also an integral part of their training, teaching them, stepping in. And among the parents, we were very lucky to have some education administrators and people who were involved in education and bringing their skills, sharing their skills with us and as well with the students also at various levels, not only with the little ones, but also with the more advanced students. At this time, I'll ask one of our parents, Bhairaj Kalicharan, who was here more or less every day. Bhairaj is a trained yoga instructor, and at times he stepped in to share his skills with us, and we're very thankful that he has three, and his Dharmapatni, Bahin Ruhana. They were here with us nearly every day of the 2 weeks. Bhairaj, can you please share some of your time with us?
You know, this morning I was watching the television, and they actually were showing a new camera that they have out there to see the universe, and it's a whole lot when you could see something. You know, all the years like we were blind a little, so now they're able to see what's going on or probably what's out there. What is a miracle that we, I think, as humans, we are probably on tap, to be honest, all right? And especially this week that I was here and I was looking at the little ones and the ones that, you know, the parents and everybody that was helping. You know, in 1986, I believe, I attended camp in New York. And I tell you one thing, at that time, it was a lot more strict than what we had. I mean, this past 2 weeks, the kids were bribed with M&Ms and pizza and things like that. And I don't think probably that would go at that time. But besides putting away all of that, there were a lot of little things that were, and there were a lot of transmission that was going on. I see somebody had a curry shirt on. I don't know if you guys are aware of that, curry. Yeah, some of you who've been in camp, you know about that. All right, so there are little groups that form. And I'm just hoping that probably in the future that, you know, all of us, or maybe we could come more often, bring the kids out to the mandir to just sustain what's instilled. Because if we don't, I think it will probably go waste what they have done so far. And as I said before, you know, we are on tap, humans, especially on this planet. And if we came to a realization, at least what's going on, what's been instilled within the Arya Samaj, is that all humans on the planet are Aryans, all right? They're noble souls. Don't worry about the thing that they, you know, come up with all these different religion, Christianity, or, you know, subdivision. The sad thing that's probably goes on into this world is we try to subdivide the human race, whether it's color, whether it's you know, anything that we could add to subdivide and make somebody little. The minute you're putting down someone and try to put up somebody, we call it discrimination, but there's something else that goes on in there. We're trying to fool ourselves. You can't do that, all right? The core of yourself, as we have known that there is always God in all of us, not some of us, right? Everyone. And that's what I see transmit a little during the camp here. The little ones, they've been going through a lot, you know, waking up, you know, at 6, I don't know, 5:30 probably. We try to get them out at 5:30. I don't think we ever make it on time. I mean, myself, I mean, it's really bad. We try though. We try. Three kids. It's not easy for us, but we did make it every day though. I mean, we try to tell them one day, you know, maybe we shouldn't go, but they were like, oh yeah, we want to go. So that was a good thing. Something was going on here that they really like. Um, uh, and I think we hopefully we could continue to do this. I don't know if we could. Yeah, I think we should do it more. Maybe 2 or 3 camps a year. I don't know. Can they do that? I don't know, but that might be a lot. So hopefully maybe we can do some more, or even if you could, we'll try to be here every Sunday, but I don't think that will happen. Probably if we could do most Sunday, that would be good. All right. And again, thanks to all the teachers, everyone that get involved and make this this year camp a success. I hope the little ones will stay connected. The thing is, our Samaj have a lot of function, like to do Hawan every day and Sandhya. But if we could load these MP3 on your phone and play them every day, all right, especially the younger ones, if they could play it every day and just listen to the Sandhya in the morning and in the afternoon. I know my grandmother used to do that, actually sit and do the Sandhya, but at least if we could listen to the MP3s and play them and have them in our phones. Yeah, again, if you don't have it, see somebody, Pandit Prakash or myself or someone, you will get it. All right, thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Bhai Raj Kalisharan. And as you said, as a former camper, I was also asked for a female parent, and I'm sure this person was put on the spot, but the female parent is one of our former campers too, Ben Nirvani Prasad. Van.
Thank you. Namaste, everyone. Namaste, Veers and Viranganas. And yes, I was put on the spot, but if there's anything that our Vir Dal teaching helps us to inculcates, to use a word they like to use in us, is that we should be ready to lead and to give back. And so here's my little remark. As someone who unfortunately wasn't able to be here through the 2 weeks as much as I would have loved to have been, I was so very proud of my four for taking the time and for just enjoying sharing with me everything that they learned while they were here, whether it be the bhajans, whether it be the shlokas, whether it be just any other teachings that they received during their time. It was so exciting during our video calls to say, this is what we learned today, and this is what I know. And I guess when I think about Vir Dal Camp, yes, as a former camper, things have changed, but I think that we have grown and adapted to what's appropriate, and that I hope that we still, going forward, continue to keep all of the cultural and the religious knowledge that you've learned here this year, and that it encourages you, Veers and Viranganas, to come back again, and maybe then in another 20 or 30 years, we'll have a third generation of Vir Dal campers. But I just wanted to say thank you to all of the leaders, all of the mothers and fathers, and everyone who contributed to making this camp a success. I know what goes into it. I've been on both sides, and I'm just very, very proud to be here today. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to speak. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Nirvani Prasad.
Yes.
Dev, can you come here quickly, please, before Pandit Bharat begins? So
Test one.
these two are contemporaries, Nirvani as well as Dev. They are contemporary campers. They were in camp together, and they have their kids. We're twins. They have their kids in camp now, and I'll tell you this. And I've seen that his two, they've already started to take on leadership roles in camp, and that augurs well for us. for the future of the Viras and Viranganas. Thank you, Dale. And Shell, we want to thank you also wherever she is. I know, oh, she's at the back there. Thank you for supporting them and bringing them here. Their Aji, Ben Rohini, was here every day providing meals. And Van's mom and Usaya's Sunani, she was also here every day, sharing with them and keeping them in camp. At this time, we will pass the microphone over to Panit Bharji for his graduation address.
All right. Thank you, Panaprakash. Very good. All right. So I have 10 minutes to do this. It's directly 10:50. I got to finish by 11. All right. Viras and Viranganas, everyone look at the screen and let's join our voice with Charlotte and Annabelle. Everybody, parents, everybody. Om Sahana
Bhunatu
Sahano
Bhunatu
Sahaviryam
Kadavarvahai Tejasvina Mahitamastu
Mavid
Vishavahai.
Vishavahe. Charlotte, read the meaning for us, sweetie.
O God, let us all unite and protect ourselves. Let us all render service to others, and let our studies be beneficial and lustrous. Let there be no hatred among us.
Very good. Put your mics down and you can go back to your seats. Thank you. Parents, our Viras and Viranganas, Bandaiwanti from the Arya Samaj USA, and Vishok and others who are here. We have some new faces we haven't seen in a long time. It's so nice to see so many of you here, especially our parents in Mandir here today. Late Dharmacharya Panoramlalji's daughter, Bangita. Nice to see all of you. This morning, you know, we have had 2 wonderful weeks of Arya Vir Dal training. And this year, we have had 2 children coming all the way from Switzerland, Geneva, Switzerland, to join us in our Vir Dal camp. They could not be here today for the graduation because they're here on vacation, but they were here at least 4 or 5 days. And we had children from Florida that couldn't be here today, but from many, many places, and we are very, very grateful. Now, this is one of the mantras the children use every day in the camp. Before every lesson, the camp leaders, Ben, Diana, and all the teachers, they will make sure, turn to page, what page was it? Page, you see how they know it? Page 18. And they will chant this. And in the mantra, we have the word saha, sahana bhavatu. Anybody remember what saha means? What saha means? Saha means together. Viras and Viranganas, read that for me, please. Nurture each other. Together we grow in strength. May our studies, enlightenment, may we not dislike each other. May we not dislike each other. Devya, stand, Betty. Come, Devya. Come. Devya is a wonderful child. Stand up quickly, quick. Who is Devya's parents? Oh, okay. Come. Devya is a wonderful child. You know, during the camp, I had to ask, you know, I had to let them take notes. And some of the children would say, but I don't like writing. I won't call name. But Devya's hand goes up. I love writing. Now, Devya's not tall as I am, but one day she will get tall as I am. And you see that last line, maybe not dislike each other. One of the viewers, I wouldn't say his name, they decided to take Devya's shoes a couple of days and put it on the highest shelf in the shoe rack to give Devya a hard time. But Devya, it's okay. You'll get tall someday and you'll be a good leader in this camp. Give Devya a little round of applause. So the point is, let's not, children, let's not at any time, as it says here, do anything that will make other children, you know, have to stretch in achieving great heights in life. but not stretch in making them uncomfortable, and let them not stretch in terms of finding where their shoes are. So next one, okay, any one of the Viranganas, what we have on the screen? How does that tree look? Green. What else? What's it says at the bottom there? Healthy. As a fragrant tree. When we say fragrant, what do we mean? Sweet smelling. Thank you, Leila. It's a sweet smelling tree. What does a sweet smelling tree does? If you walk through that park or that forest? Yes, Aryan, right? Yes, Aryan. Smells better. Very good. If you go through a park and there's a sweet smelling tree, you enjoy the environment in that park. If there's no sweet smelling tree, what happens? You know, it's good, but you're not the same. So the verse we have today talks about a tree and how that tree relates to a child. I'll chant one line. Parents, help your children. Suhan. Ekenapi suvrikshena. All of us. Ekenapi pushpitena sugandhina. Vasitam syad vanam sarvam.
Asitam syadvanam sarvam
Suputrena kulam yatha.
suputrena kulam yatha.
And everywhere is our pointing stick we had during
Suputrena
kulam yatha. Suputrena kulam yatha. Everybody. Suputrena kulam yatha. They clean up too well and they put it away. Anyhow, yes. So, oh, it's there. It's there. Mapani Prakash, you're going to tell me this earlier. All right. So, Suvrikshena. Anybody know what the word vriksh means? No. Pani Prakash, not you. Pani Prakash, you don't answer during this pravachan, please. Yeah, so he said it. Vriksh means tree. But anytime you see a Sanskrit word with the prefix su, what does what is su means? It's not any ordinary tree. It's a healthy, fragrant tree. Like how you have Supriya, you have Sudeshna, you have Sumangaliriam, all of these good words with su. So Veers and Viranganas, read for us. One healthy, fragrant tree perfumes an entire forest. Vasitam syad vanam sarvam. You see that last line? You see that last word there? Suputrena. Putra, a child. What kind of child? Su, a good. What else? Let me hear you. What else? Continue. Son or daughter. What that child does? Again? Very good. Parents, give your children a round of applause for reading so well. All of you, today you have brought a lot of glory to your parents, your grandparents who are sitting in this mandir here today. May you continue to do what? To bring glory to them. May you continue to bring glory to them. And lastly, there are many ways, we can be such a good child. When we have what? When we have a strong, resilient mind. Veers and Viranganas, read that for us, please. The mind. Okay. Come, Charlotte, one of you, just one of you. Or no, Anasuya, you come. Come quick, Jaldi. All of you follow Anasuya. I want the children to be part of this. I attended camp many, many years ago, and I can do this today. One day to come, they will also do the same thing. They will give a feature address on a camp graduation. Read it.
The mind is an important aspect of our lives. It guides the senses of perception. Life's goal should be to create a focused and composed mind, which will ultimately bring a successful outcome.
Give her a round of applause. Life's goal should be to create a focused and composed mind, which will ultimately bring a successful outcome. Viewers and Varanganas, 2-4. Bandhaya Vishaya. Go ahead. Mukyay. Yam Manaha. Mana Eva. Karanam Bandha Mokshayoho. Come quick, Kumar. Jaldi. Oh, give them a round of applause for chanting so well. Read English for us, Kumar.
The mind is composed of in sensual.
The mind consumed.
The mind consumed in sensual
Pursuits.
pursuits become entrapped. The focused mind experiences freedom. Indeed, the mind is a factor of an entrapment and liberation in the human's life.
Very good. Give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, Kumar. The mind consumed in sensual pursuits become entrapped, sensual chases. We touched on that in detail in the camp. It becomes trapped. Of the focused mind, it says here, Muktya nirvishayam manaha. That manaha, that mind which is muktya, which is focused, brings mukti, brings freedom. And lastly, indeed, the mind is a factor in entrapment and liberation. You and I, friends, we can use this mind to trap ourselves, to create that bond, that bandhan. Or we can use this mind for freedom and be focused and moving forward ahead. Children, Veers, Varanganas, you've been awesome children for the past 2 weeks. Remember what we learned in camp. Have a focused mind. Continue to do your exercises. Care for your body. And continue to eat well. During the camp, we learn how to eat wholesome. And what kind of food? And good food. What's the NU word? Nutritious food. Continue to eat nutritious food. Keep learning. Have a balance in life. Thank you all so much. Namaste. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Pandit Bharji, for your address this morning, and really bringing us another shloka that you should learn, not this one, but the one before, Ekanapi Suvrikshena. Our theme for this camp, what is the theme? My mind, my best friend. What was the Sanskrit? We have to thank Pandit Deepakji for suggesting the theme, Atmaiva Hyatmano Bandhu. Atmaiva Hyatmano. My mind, my best friend. And as Pandit Bharat touched on those shlokas, addressing also the mind. At this time, we'll have Ben Darshini Singh, who will give us the announcement for this week. Darsh.
Namaste, everyone. All right, just give me a second to find my announcements here. Okay, so the first announcement we have for today is our Sandhya and meditation sessions. These sessions are held on Thursdays from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. via Zoom. If you like what you experience here at the camp, your children can extend their learning by joining this class. Please reach out to Pandit Deepak for the Zoom link if you're interested. In addition, if you'd like to be a part of our Mandiri even further, we invite you to join our Mahela group. Our Mahela group, for more information on that, please reach out to Pandita Nirvani, who is the lead liaison for this program. We also offer a youth forum. These sessions are currently being held in person on Sundays. Please reach out to Behin Diana for more information on that. If you would like to make a paperless donation and you cannot do so in person, we are providing you with a QR code. The code will be on the screen. You can scan the code on the screen, or you can click on the link in the live stream if you are currently using your device. That link will take you to our PayPal page where you'll be able to make your donation. Please be sure to include your full name and your contact information. If you would like us to say a special mantra for an occasion, you can submit your name, photo, and message to the email address on the screen, and that is aryaspiritualcenter@gmail.com. Center is spelled CENTRE. We are asking that if it's possible that you send this message by the Thursday prior to the Sunday morning on which you would like your message to be announced, and that will give us enough time to include your message. Finally, the family of the late Mataji Dasoja Ramlal is inviting everyone to join in the Shraddhanjali Havan, a memorial satsang, here at the Arya Spiritual Center on Saturday, July 23rd at 9:30 a.m. So that's Saturday, July 23rd at 9:30 a.m. This Saturday that's coming. You can reach out to Paisagar for more information on that. Thank you and namaste. Please give our Veers and Viranganas a few minutes to get themselves together to do the next item.
Thank you very much, Bandarshini Singh, for giving us those announcements. At this time, we'll have a few shlokas. In fact, first of all, they'll do the Bal Pratna song that they learned. And then they'll do a few shlokas that they learned in the camp. So we want you to give them your own divided attention as we arrange them and for them to get composed.
Namaste. In this bhajan, we're asking God to equip us with whatever is necessary to free us from sorrow. May our mind and intellect be filled with pure knowledge. May we enjoy all auspiciousness.
Hama balaka hai aji nadan. Hama balaka hai aji nadan. Tuma ho pita janaki kan. Tuma ho pita janaki kan. Wahi wastudo hamakoa. Wahi wastudo hamakoa. Jaise mete sabizanta. Jaise mete sabizanta. Udishara ho nirvajane. Udishara ho nirvajane. Hoye hum sabka kalyan. Hoye hum sabka kalyan. Hum balak hai aji nadan. Hum balak hai aji nadan. Tuma ho pita janaki kan. Tuma ho pita janaki kan. Tuma ho sada vishwas. Tuma sada vishwas. Kabhi na kare parayas. Kabhi na kare parayas. Sewa kare kare saman. Sewa sadar Tune pachai Sabe sadar Tune pachai Hama balaka hai Adinadan Hama balaka hai Adinadan Tumaho pitan Janakitan Tumaho pitan Janakitan Boleh nahi tumhariyan Boleh nahi tumhariyan Boleh nahi tumhalak barabar Boleh nahi tumhalak barabar Deke tumhe sarahe sat Deke sare sarahe sat Sepa parahe tumhara yaad Sepa parahe tumhara Hama balaka hai Adinadan Hama balaka hai Adinadan Tumaho pitan Janakitan Tumaho pitan Janakitan Tumaho pitan Janakitan
All right. The next page, everybody knows their lines that they have to read. You need your books for the readers. You need the books. You mean, oh, the meanings are here too. Right?
Yeah.
Who's the first? And yours is not here.
Oh yeah.
So, come on. All right. Who need their books to read that? All right, we need a couple of books.
Get your own book. Just find a page.
Only the people who are
reading the meanings. Who else?
Supriya, Bindu, Leila, Anna.
And that's it.
No, mine's
Um,
here.
who can probably share?
Oh, yours is on?
Yeah, mine too.
Okay. All right. So let's get relaxed. We just chanted the first one. We'll try it again.
Ready?
Say this is the one that Arya. Manaha.
No, this one.
Prasad. Ready? Okay. Pay attention to me now. Start. All right. 2, 3.
Manaha prasadaha samyatvam manan atyam vinkvaha Mana prasadaha samyatvam mana atmam vinkvaha Vavasam shrudi ratata Tapaso nasam uchate Tapaso manasam uchate
All right. Who's reading?
Serenity of the mind, good-heartedness, silence, self-control, purity of nature. These are called the mental austerity. Austerity of the mind is higher than austerity of body and speech. For if we learn to master the mind, the body and speech automatically get mastered. While the reverse is not necessarily true, factually, the state of the mind determines the state of an individual's consciousness. Sri Krishna also stated in chapter 6, verse 5.
Tatmanam, Tatmanam, Nanmanam Ivasayadaya. Utmanam Bananam, Atmanam Manasapaye. Atmevahayatmano Bandur. Atmeva Vipuatmanaha. Atmeva Vipurvo Atmana.
Elevate yourself through the power of your mind and not degrade yourself. For the mind can be the friend. For the mind can be the friend and also the enemy of the self. The mind may be likened to a garden which can either be intelligently cultivated or allowed to run wild. Gardeners cultivate their plot, growing fruits, flowers, and vegetables in it. At the same time, they also ensure that it remains free from weeds. Similarly, we have cultivated our own mind with rich and noble thoughts, while weeding out the negative and debilitating thoughts. If we allow resentful, hateful, blaming, unforgiving, critical, and condemning thoughts to reside in our mind, they will have a debilitating effect in our personality. We can never get a fair amount of constructive action out of the mind until we have learned to control it and keep it from becoming stimulated by anger, hatred, dislike, etc. These are the weeds that choke out the manifestation of divine grace within our hearts.
Shreya is the next person.
People imagine that their thoughts are secret and have no external consequences because they dwell within the mind away from the sight of others. They do not realize that thoughts not only forge their inner character but also their external personality. That is why we look upon someone and say, he seems like a very simple and trustworthy person. For another person, we say, she seems to be very cunning and deceitful. Stay away from her. In each case, it was the thoughts people harbored that sculpted their appearance. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, there is full confession in the glances of our eyes, in our smiles, in salutations, in the grasp of the hands.
Our sin bedaubs us, mars all the good impressions. Men do not know why they do not trust us. The vice glasses the eyes and writes, "O fool," on the forehead of a king.
Another powerful saying linking thoughts to character states, watch your thoughts for they become words. Watch your words for they become actions. Watch your actions for they become habits. Watch your habits for they become character. Watch your character for it becomes your destiny. It is important to realize that we harm ourselves with every negative thought we harbor in our mind. At the same time, we uplift ourselves with every positive thought we dwell upon.
Next one. The next one we did was Bandhaya, right? Is that the next one or Sampatsu?
Sampatsu.
Okay. All right. So Sampatsu. Deepak? Da, 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 da. Right? Sampatsu Mahatam Chitam. Right? 2, 3.
Sampatsu Matam Chitam Bhavayutpala Kolam. Sampatsu Mata Chitam Bhavayutpala Kolam. Atsu Chamalasana Shila Sangata Kalesham. Shila Sangata Kalesham.
Message in good times, prosperity. The mind of great people becomes soft or tender as the petals of the lotus flower. And in bad times, during calamity, it becomes tough like a mountain with huge clusters of rocks.
Okay. Now the last one. Bandhaya, right? Yep. 2, 3.
Bandaya Vishwaya Sandhu Muktaini Vishalam Manah Bandaya Vishwaya Sandhu Muktaini Vishalam Manah Manaiva Manashyanam Haran Banda Mukshayo Haran Banda Mukshayo.
The mind is an important aspect of our lives. It guides the senses of perception. Life's goal should be to create a focused and composed mind, which will ultimately bring successful outcome.
So when I say 2, 3, you will bow, you say namaste, and then you follow. Ready the song? Arya Vir Dal? Okay. All right. Before that, remember in Arya Vir Dal, you have the song. You need your books. You need your books. You need a couple of books. The one. All right. Okay. Remember. Vama daksha vam. Left, right, left, right. Okay. Vama daksha vama. Do you remember it? You want a book? All right. The ones who have the mics, they don't have a book. Huh? You don't have a book. Okay, we ready? That should be all right. That should be all right. That should be okay now. That should be okay. Who has the mics? At least one book should be among them.
We're sharing.
Page again.
54.
Very good. All right, ready?
Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal. Sahasrivaya cha, Jivan Banaya cha, Sahaskikaya cha, Jivan Banaya cha. Bhagavad Rumati Jaya Jaya cha. Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal. Sajavama Sabadan Adalpurascha, Sajavama Sabadan Adalpurascha. Chaneya cha, Aveda chala, Dora chala chala. Chaneya chala, Aveda chala, Dora chala chala. Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal, Arya Vir Dal. Vamadaksha, 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 Arya Vir Dal, 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 Arya Vir Dal.
What person do we look at? Just look at the sky. All right, let's. All right. So,
The blue one. Who wants to? Hold on, everybody.
Go ahead, Sapna.
Go ahead.
Take Nikhil.
All right. I didn't hear your round of applause. Can we give them another round of applause? What do you think? Did they endear themselves to you with their skills? They have definitely learned a lot. And even the young ones, you can see them, they may not know all the words, but they were so engaged in the singing, in the chanting. And this is what, and I think that all of the teachers, Pandit Bharat, who's been here nearly every day, Pandit Bharat Bisesar, who taught them the Arya Hamara Naam Hai, Pandit Deepak, who inspired the theme, Pandita Devi, the director who has been here, and Diana Ramsamuj, who has always been on top of things. And sometimes, when things don't go your way, you take it personally. And she's a lady who wears her feelings on her sleeves. And so sometimes when she's not, and I tell you this, she's very meticulous. She's borders that idealist. She wants everything to be in place at all times and work very hard. And I'm so sorry this morning that she was disappointed. And I'm kind of disappointed because some of the ones who were here with us all week and who we depended on the music, I'm very, very disappointed that they are not here today to share their skills. And I will have to talk to them personally about that. I'm not very happy. At this time, we'll ask our Executive Director, Bhai Sagar, to share with us his remark. Bhai Sagar ji. And as Bhai Sagar comes up here, the parents, many of you who I see here this morning, can I extend an invitation to all of you to be here as many Sundays as possible that you can, to be here with us at the Arya Spiritual Center. We begin at 9 o'clock. We go until about 11:30. Try your best. This is summer, I'm sure. In between your vacations, you can come out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Pandit Prakash, for those kind words. And thank you for doing a great job. Give Pandit Prakash a big hand. He's done a very great job. Revered Pandits, Panditas, parents, students, namaste. First, let me say congratulations to the class of 2022. Give yourselves a big hand for completing 2 weeks of successful training. For 36 years, the Arya Spiritual Center has continuously sponsored this program for the benefit of the community. You know what happened in the past 2 years. We had to really reboot and think differently in terms of how we launched this. And coming back in person was a little challenge, but we made it. It was successful. I have to tell you, if Pandit Ramlal was here today, he would have been very, very proud. He founded this institution, and this is what he envisioned. One of the things he envisioned is our next generation is taking the baton. We are passing the baton. When we teach you, one of the things I experienced here, the 2 days I was here, one of the classes I had, I talk about the 4 stages. of life, and I focus on student life. And I got some really good feedback from all of you, really, really great feedback. And it was really interesting. One of the things I found out is that a lot of you talked about mental health and how you were very appreciative that the Samaj actually focused on mental health in a lot of our programs. One of the things I was very proud of, which didn't happen before, one of our students, I'm not going to mention the name, the mother told me this morning she was very proud of him. He said he wants to be a pandit. You know, and the mother said, you know, he has been saying this from since he was small. And I said, you know what? You know, she's not here right now. I think she said she's going to come back to pick him up later. But she said that, you know, I told her, I said, you know, you created an environment for this. Is because what happens in a home. I mean, he sees this, but make sure you bring him to Mandir. He's got to come to Mandir, bring him an environment. And like Padre Prakash says, all of you should come to Mandir. All of you should be here. Now, you may not be able to come every week, but at least 1 week a month. Make sure that you and your parents come to Mandir. I encourage all of you to practice and make this part of your life what you have learned in the past couple of weeks. Our experience has been that the education our children receive in our public schools lack the moral, cultural, and spiritual components necessary for them to be ready to face life challenges at all levels. This training provides an alternative view and to share the values of Vedic Satya Sanatan Dharma. Most of the former students, you know, for 36 years, I think we have over 2,500 students who have passed through the Arya Spiritual Center training program, are now successful business and community leaders and attest on how this training has complemented their values and lifestyles. It takes a team to plan and execute this program successfully. Thank you to the students, thanks to the parents, the grandparents, and I have to thank the grandparents. There are a lot of grandparents here because the parents couldn't make it, but the grandparents did. Teachers and the administrative team. Special thanks to Bahin Diana and Bahin Devi, the Pandits, other members of the planning committee, the kitchen staff, and volunteers. Last but not least, thanks to the students who participated in this year's camp, and a special thanks to the parents for allowing their children to participate. Those who prepare snacks, Bojan today. Also, special thanks to EMA for facilitating the printing of all of the training materials. I know there's been a form, I know behind if you've given it out to some, but I don't know, but one of the things we would like to have is feedback from the parents, because one of the things that makes our program much effective in coming years is we like to get feedback from the parents. So please fill out the forms that we're going to be circulating so that if there's anything that we need to improve or you need to add or you would like to see, please let us know so we can, we can make that part of our programming going forward. I can't leave without saying something else about what happened. I mean, we're back in person. This Samaj has been evolving and we were forced to be creative and reboot in the pandemic. And it's forced us to think differently. And I want to share with you something that happened during the past 2 years, and now we're moving into a different phase as we're evolving. We have a global audience, and I was astounded to find out the numbers. We've had over 16,000 plus people who have actually viewed on YouTube. And we have almost double that number on Facebook. We have now moved into a different sphere in terms of who we are as a body, as a Samaj. It doesn't mean that you should not come back to Mandir if you can. We want you to come back in person. But we have now evolved. We are reaching out to people throughout the United States and throughout the globe. We have people in Guyana, people in Trinidad, people in Suriname, people in India, wherever the Indian diaspora is, tuning into our programs on a Sunday morning. And we want to thank all of them for doing that. And we want to thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. And thank you for allowing everybody to make this program a very, very successful one. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you very much, Bhai Sagar. We want to also thank you for being that leader who's inspiring a number of us to stay on task. Bhai Sagar, I mean, many Sundays he is here. Many Sundays, many of us are not here. But he comes here to see that people are here, things get done, and whatever we have to do here on Sunday mornings, he's always there observing and see what we could tweak. And those of you who are here every Sunday, we want to really thank you. I want to make one quick mention by Mohan, who helped us this morning with cooking the curry and the dal. Thank you very much, Bhai Mohan and your Dharpatni, Ban Mohini. I'm sure the director will give all the accolades to those who were instrumental in getting all the food here. Many of the younger parents who came here and gave us their time. At this time, I'll ask our Sanchalak, our camp director, Panita Devi. I see some of these young ones are getting a little restless. I'll ask her to make a remark, and then we have the distribution of certificates. Don't worry, we'll be ending up very quickly, okay?
Namaste, Revered Pandits, esteemed parents and grandparents. Please all join me in a prayer. Om. Om Asato Ma Sadgamai Tamso Ma Jyotirgamai Mrityurma Amritam Gamai. Many, 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 many moons ago, more than 36 years ago, the pioneers that left Guyana to start their life here in the US as Arya Samajists saw this day when the youths will take the lead. And here it is happening for the past 36 years. We have grown to our second, or for some, a third generation of youths. The parents who themselves are now instructors and facilitators in all areas of keeping this Vir Dal camp bright and active. We often ask, why Vir Dal camp? Many people ask, why do I tell when I go to Hawans and family gatherings? They said, why Vir Dal camp? The children come to Mandir. We didn't go to Vir Dal camp. And then I have the opportunity to tell them what the foundation, the pioneers of Arya Samaj left behind. We started in the backyard of Auntie Betty, somewhere around in Richmond Hill. And we moved to our land site where we had a place in 101. But the best camp most of our former campers talk about is the 1987 camp in Deposit, New York. That was a sleepaway camp. That was a camp that the family hosted there, the Laknat family, just to add that in there. And from then on, the commitment became bigger and bigger and bigger as we had with us in union and understanding Dr. Satish Prakash, along with Pandit Ramlal, who stood there and made it happen year after year. From then, we moved on to the ground, where the children sat in tents in the sun heat, not the air condition we have now. And that was a feat for them, Deo and Nirvani and many more, Narottam. Narottam was still very young, as with my two sons. And the commitment for my family and my Samaj, my family in Samaj. Samaj is a family for me. Sometimes I'd get carried out and say, okay, this one will do this and this one, and I end up calling more of the family closer to me. But Samaj is a family. We're a family here among this society of nobles. And we grew into this big family as we are today, where we used to be 135 and 165 students attending, to this wonderful building that came year after year. There were years when we used the school rooms. We grew so large that we needed full room size for them. But pandemic has changed things, and our group is quite normal. We were 65 of us going between the 2 weeks. You didn't think that they were that much because the age level has come a little bit more down, rather than 14 and the higher ages. We are more in the under 14. And that all came together with all of you volunteers, teamwork that has grown over the years. Some of you have come all through the years, Pandit Bisesar, Benjoon, Bhai Prakash, and all of us who had children in those periods. Here we are now with our grandchildren. Without you as parents, without you as children, there is no camp. Auntie Devi can come here and plan with Ben Diana. All the big things can happen in planning. But without you, the children and the parents who come early at 6 o'clock to find out if the bread needs to be butter or toasted, or if it is cream cheese or cheese, or how should we serve the cheese? Should we spice it up a little? Or should we serve plain toast or tawa toast? Always tawa toast, believe it. Or, cereal is not my thing this morning. Do I have another choice? Yes. Your child we always have many things for them to choose from. But we always try to introduce them to things that they have never tried before. So with your efforts, I want all of you to tap yourself on the back. Parents, if you volunteered or you didn't have the time is precious for most of you. Just tap yourself on the back for having your children here and for finding out from me every morning, what do I need? What can I do to make the camp better? Or even some suggestions for next year. When I ask the children, what should I do for breakfast next year? You don't want to know the answers I have. Suggestions were waffle with ice cream or waffle with sundaes. I see some of our parents have very interesting breakfasts. So yes, we will improve what suggestions you give us. We always try to meet the needs of the parents and the children because you are our future children. As we grow day to day, here's a little something I have in our booklet. This comes home to you, parents. This is your the holiest book in your house right now. Make it priority. It has so much to learn in here. When we met together to plan camp, we always, as a team, suggest a topic. What should the topic be? After hearing from parents over the past 2 years that they did not have this outlet for many things, I was hearing this cue into mental health, mental stability, even talking some children about the challenges they face in school and in their community, adjusting back to this society. There was so much uncertainty, and I suggested that we delve and dwell on something about mental health, mental stability. And with that, Pandit Deepak added a very short, precise meaning and every aspect to it the booklet has, even for you parents. Sometimes when you feel that mental unstableness coming on, take a look or call on the children. Tell me something to make me bring my balance back. Balance in your life and the children's life is very important. Here at Spiritual Center, Pandit Deepak Ji and all the members, leaders, Pandits Council, they have a wonderful program teaching every Thursday night. Take advantage. You have heard Darshini announced it. Take advantage of this. If you need me, I know basic Hindi. I have taught some of the children over pandemic, over Zoom, and I will resume again as your need be. If you need any kind of advice for school, adjusting in school, you have Bhai Prakash and Ben Joan, who were former administrators in the school. Am I saying that right, Ben Joan? They are here. I know there's lots of parents, new parents coming from Guyana. Sometimes it's hard for you to adjust to the school system. Make use of this resource. When Darshini is a school teacher, when Molly is a retired school teacher, I myself is a school volunteer, that we can all grow together to help and mold them. It's hard out there when you're in a classroom that maybe 28 of you, some are, you have 28 different countries also. So let's help them. We are the hand, the guide. We are there to guide them. This mandir is here to guide them, give you the guidance you have in this challenging world we face. So with these few words, I want to thank all of you. You know yourself who has come in to give your hour, your 2 minutes, your full day, your full 2 weeks. Pandit Bisesar Ji, it was a pleasure having you back. Pandit Bisesar Ji and Bahan Amrita, in our camp days also, beside our formal camp, they used to hold a 2 weeks camp. This is how down the past years we've come together and combined it, and we extended to 2 weeks. So camp has grown. You're coming home with a world wealth of knowledge. Extend yourself. Be here there's one Sunday set aside for just the youths. And I think that's the last Sunday of the month. I always share it in the groups that I have for Arya Vir Dal. Watch out for messages when you can come and join us. If you can't come the other Sundays, at least come on the day that the youths have their role to play in the mandir. Parents, once again, I thank you. Leaders, teachers, facilitators, and everyone who has put in, again, 1 minute, 1 hour, 2 weeks. It's all valuable when it comes to our children. The foundation has been laid. Let's keep watering it. Let's keep the cement strong there. And we will surely see more people like Dave and Nirvani and all the Narottam and all the other youths past us. Okay, thank you. I want to also put out a big word for Deo. Deo has been, when Mali took over, Mom was here in the first week, and she took her vacation. She instructed Ben Mali and Ben Joan maybe over 20 times. This is this, and this is this, and this is this. But we still couldn't find the pancake. I had to call her the first morning because she put it away so carefully. So with that in mind, continue finding your time, and let's commit ourselves to Arya Vir Dal 2022 Ki Jai. Let's commit ourselves to Arya Vir Dal 2023. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you very much, Panita Devi. I want you to give her an extra round of applause because she she decided not to go on a vacation to Alaska. She was supposed to go last Sunday. Was it Sunday, right? Last Sunday, she didn't go on that the vacation just to be here with the students. That's dedication. Okay? She is very dedicated to the camp, and we want to thank you for the dedication.
Come quick, Supriya, come quick. Come quick. And Kumar, come quick. Bandevi, please come back. All of us, Bandevi, on behalf of the parents, we thank you so much for being a wonderful leader in camp this year. Om Swasti Panta Manucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardaratag Nata Janata Sangame Mahi. Distribution of certificates. Come down, let's get going. Panit Deepak, Panit Sisters, please come in front. Bandevi, sorry. Bandevi, would you also please come here?
So, here we go. Pay attention to your names.
So as you come and get your certificates, please touch the feet of our pandits and panditas. Pandit Prakash, you have to go that way. Some of our Veers and Varanganas are not here, so we are going to honorably mention them. Bahen Nanda, can you help me out for a second? Bahen Nanda, there's no words to express how proud I am of this young lady, but I'll tell you about that later. Ranveer Dindyal, Nikhil Prasad. Get your cameras out. Don't fumble for it. You have it ready. Adi Jai Prasad. This young man, I cannot call him a boy. I have to call him a young man. Has the loudest voice out of all of us. He is louder than I am. Jivraj Kalicharan. Whenever Jivraj does something wrong, he turns to me, looks at me, throws his hands around my shoulder, and starts to give me wonderful kisses because he knows.
Sorry, we were supposed to do this right before, but it says there, Arya Spiritual Center Inc., 36th Annual Arya Vir Dal Shikshan Shivir with the dates. This certificate is presented to the name for having attended and participated in lectures, workshops, yoga asanas, cultural programs, and devotions in the 36th Annual Arya Vir Dal, signed by the Chairman of Trustees, the Camp Sanchalak, and the President of Arya Spiritual Center.
Navraj Kalicharan. What happened? Get your certificates. He's still looking at me with those eyes. Navraj. Sophia Deonarayan. Serena Sukram. Ravina Dendial. Ratisha Kalicharan. Satya C. Prasad. Priya Tulsi. Junior?
We got another Priya. Where's Priya? Priya Tulsi.
Oh, Priya is here.
Oh.
The paper fell over.
Many years with another Priya Tulsi. Now her children came to camp a few years ago. Now she has grandchildren. Yeah.
Now we are in intermediate. Aryan Prasad. We made Aryan the leader for the young ones because he had such a disposition about him. He was able to keep them in line. Nathan.
Aryan and his siblings, they come all the way from Delaware to be with us.
Yes. Our staters. Nathan Kemraj. This is Nathan's first year of camp, and I think he did very well. Neil Subkaran. Neil has matured into a very brilliant young man. Amadeo Mangal. Divya Dabadin, Bhumika Subkaran. Oh, brother and sister, very nice. Every year, even online, they were with us. Leila Thakur. Too many things to say about Leila. Some of them good. All of them good. Charlotte Tulsi. This is our little Pandita in training. Vindu Ramnath. Vindu comes every morning with her cousin Supriya. Pooja C. Prasad. This is Pooja's first year in person. Divya Pooja C. Prasad. Anushri Sicharan. Oh, we missed Anushri today. Annabelle Tulsi. And next Pandita in training. Priya Rose. Savannah Tulsi.
There are 6 cousins, 4 from one family and 2 from the other family.
Ashlyn Singh. Hema Prasad. This is Hema's first time coming. She came from East Indian Music Academy and she was happy to see some of her friends. Ariana Tulsi. Ariana has a story. The doctor did not believe that someone could hurt themselves during yoga. And Ariana fractured her hand and insisted to her mom that she come back to camp. And she did. And then when she had to go put a cast on her hand, she had to make sure her mom brought her back to camp. And she always comes with such a beautiful smile. Mommy, you did something right. Karuna Madhu. We have to watch out for Karuna. In a good way, in a very good way. Now we're going to move on to our advance. Vinay Prasad. Everyone says, Behen Nirvani, that he has the best hair. We were all jealous. Chaitram Kumar Jaising. Now, Kumar was one of the leaders that helped put together the camp booklet. Him, his mom, and his sister, Behen Nanda, endless hours. Shane Parsnat, he's one of our leaders. He was not here. Unfortunately, they are not feeling well, and he could not be here today. Okay. Evan Parsnat, Jival Bandan, Alex Parsnat. Unfortunately, they could not be here today. Rohan Ross, Kavish Bandan, Videsh Ram Samuj, Sajan Sheen, he came all the way from Switzerland, so we had our international students. Ashok Sicharan, Navin Prasad, Asha Thakur. We have to watch out for this one too. Amalia Mangal. I cannot wait for her to take my place. Maya Madhu. All of the Varanganas, all the advanced Varanganas are ready. Shreya Ramgolan. Shreya always comes, 3 hours traveling to come to Mandir. Amelia Dabardine. Anasuya Prasad. I think we're going to have to make her move to New York. We really enjoy having this family with us. Supriya Singh. Supriya, every year you've come a shy young lady. This year, I love the personality that's come out of you. Ambika Dabadin. Satya Sheen, she is another of our international, our Swiss. Leila Ross. Ariana Singh.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to our leaders. Ashmini Jai Singh. Kavish Bandan, Jival Bandan, Shane Parsnat. Keval Singh.
God bless you. Thank you for all your support this year.
Those were our leaders. Please give everyone a round of applause. Thank you, pundits. Except for Pandit Prakash, I mean, I thank you too, but you have to come back here.
Thank you. I also, before we do forget, the printed materials that we've used in this camp, compliments of Eastern Music Academy. But Ravi could not be here because of family circumstances, but he was always there with Diana, with Avi Road. They were always taking care of the camp. We didn't see them physically except for Diana and Avi Road for a couple of days, but they were behind the scene doing all the printing for us. So we want to thank them. And we want to thank them for really dedicating their services and their time to the camp. Let's give them a round of applause, Eastern Music Academy. At this time, we'll have this slideshow. You'll see some of the wonderful things that happened here at the camp and some funny things too. So some good things, some funny things. Sapna Rai, where is she? Sapna's dad is one of the former campers who was very, he's the one who added a lot of humor to camp. Narutam, look, Aji has something for you. Wait, look at daddy. Look at daddy. Yeah, thank you very much. And now over to Keval and Nanda, who were very instrumental, lots of help in putting this slideshow together. So I don't know if you want to go and help Keval or he's quite capable. Keval? Great leadership quality, leadership skills from Keval. Helped us a lot in this camp. We thank you. You ready?
So this year, we usually put the slideshow together the day before camp begins, but we were smart. We started the first week. So with the help of by Shane, Behenanda, by Keval, we put this together for you all. We hope you enjoy it. Not so close. Oh boy, did we love our breakfast. I told you we loved our food. Let's give them a round of applause. That was just but a few, just a little of what they've accomplished and what they did the last 2 weeks. So let's give them a round of applause. Pani Prakash.
Thank you very much for the slideshow. And at this time, we've come to the end of our program for today. We want to thank all the parents for coming here. We will finally want to thank all of you, the people who are instrumental in putting all of this together for these 2 weeks. And we do hope that as your children return home, please sometimes ask them to get to their books and review some of the stuff, because when they come back next year, we want them to be better students. We'll ask, at this time, we're going to lower the flag. So we're going to ask all of you to stand and turn and face the front of the mandir. Dal utish. All the parents are going to? All right. So listen to Panita, Devi and Bandayana, and they'll tell you. The parents can go outside and be behind them, okay?
Test.
Come, you gotta stay. Where's your shoes? Raj, you here? Come help us with the younger ones. Come.
Stand in your group.
Parents, you can somebody open the other door on my left. The left door, please. One of the vice versa. You gotta go in from inside. Uncle Sinat, you. You guys stand up. Yeah. Because
We're gonna move them over to this side.
Yeah.
You really put in the picture. Ranganas, come over.
Page of Brahma.
57.
Thank you, Nanda.
Jump.
Just hold it right now. Annabelle goes here.
As my leader. Yeah. You're gonna lower the flag. And I would like to put your hand out. Careful. I think you're putting it here.
Test one. Or just take two parameters. Okay. All right. Dala. Everyone, look this way. All right. Brahman swarashtra mein ho, द्विज ब्रह्म तेज धारी, क्षत्रिय महारथी हो, आरिदल विनाशकारी. द्विज ब्रह्म तेज होवे दुधारी गाई, पशुआ शुवाही, होवे दुधारी गाई, पशुआ शुवाही, आधार राष्ट्र की हो, नारी सुभग सदा ही. Everybody, Brahman. बलवान सभ्य योधा, यजमान पुत्र होवे, बलवान सभ्य योधा, यजमान पुत्र होवे, इच्छानुसार वर्षे परजन्यताप धोवे, ब्राह्मण स्वराष्ट्र द्विज ब्रह्म, फल फूल से लदी हो, औषध मोग सारे, फल फूल से औषध मोग सारे, हो योग क्षेमकारी, स्वाधीनता हमारी. Everybody, Brahma.
Arya Samaj! संसार श्री केशव पुरुषो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की सैनिक नमस्ते 1 2 सैनिक नमस्ते 2
Shantipat, all of us. Om Yaho Shanti, Antariksham Shanti, Prithvi Shanti, Rapah Shanti, Roshadayah Shanti, Vanaspatya Shantir, Vishvedevah Shanti, Brahma Shanti, Sarvam Shanti, Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi Om Shanti 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 Om Annapate Anasya No Dehi Anamivasya Shush Shanti Om. Arya Vir Dal 2022 ki. All right. If you have your books, give it to your parents. On behalf of the Samaj, I thank all of you parents. Thank all of you so much for coming out here and everyone who assisted in making today's program a success. Thank you all. God bless you. Our children will go down first. They will have lunch and followed by our parents.